refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Applied myself. I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss.
Pacers were going to make the playoffs. It didn't end so well for you, brother.
If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool.
You fell asleep at the trade deadline when we had a trade to get Kyle Lowry out of here.
They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running toes. They gonna take
this is what we got to tell.
I've been fan doing this.
I felt it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I pay for the cost. I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Apply myself. I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I'm paying the cost. I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse.
I see why he asked me to start this show. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Refuse to Lose Sports. I'm one of the co-hosts, David Dollars, and I got my guy Joe with me today. What's going on, Joe?
He's back, Dave. He's back, Dave. Hashtag Swiper MVP season. He's back. He's back.
Man, look. Pick this off. I can't breathe with this, y'all. All I gotta say is, my man Swiper is back. I'm excited, man. First of all, how you doing? I'm doing great, man. You know, my defense showed up on Sunday. I feel great. I feel great right now. Man, look, this first off vacation. Shout out to the fam. My son, he's turning 4. You know, one of 3 sons, one of 4 kids. He's turning 4 tomorrow. You know, so shout out to my son Harlan. But you know, went on vacation, muted my phone, muted the IG chats, muted X, muted Bleacher Report. Dave, I didn't even see your matches. I didn't know Fox was back. You know, I'm on the way back home. I thought I turned the game on. I see Fox in the lineup. I'm like, oh, that's a done deal for the Cavaliers. You a Cavs fan? I apologize. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I had to do that to y'all. I'm sorry, man. But yeah, I'm ready. Let's get it. I'm excited too, man. We got some NBA in-season tournament games happening tonight. You know, got some new courts being revealed. Then we had 2. They announced the 2 managers that won the Manager League Awards in baseball, American League, and in the National League. So congrats to both of those guys. I'm excited. You know, we got a big college game happening tonight between Duke and MSU in college basketball. Let's go, Duke. Can't say the other words because we are live on the show. So, and this is not members only. So I'm excited. Let's get it. It's Tuesday, Turn Up Tuesday. So the only thing we're going to do now is
Turn me up.
Make sure you like, share, subscribe. We're on 3 different platforms today. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and X. So make sure that if you're on Facebook and X, make sure you like, repost, share. And if you're on YouTube, like, share, subscribe, and become a member. We are currently 8 subscribers away from 1K.
Woo!
And our anniversary is on Thursday, which is 2 days away. Let's do whatever we can to make sure we hit 1K before Thursday.
Let's get it.
So now let's go ahead and get started. We got some great things to talk about today. That includes some football talk. You know, there's been a lot of top 5 lists. You know, top 5 teams in the NFL, top 5 running backs, top 5 receivers. Who's elite? Who's not? Well, one of these guys happened to be playing on Monday night against the Denver Broncos, and a team in a match that I believe that the Bills were heavily favored to win, and they end up losing the game. And now Josh Allen leads the league in NFL interceptions. He's no longer tied with anyone. He leads the league in interceptions. He's thrown the most interceptions since he's been in the league.
True.
So the question today is Josh Allen overrated?
I'll start this off. I'm going to say it depends on where you have him rated. If you say he's top 2, yes, he's overrated. If you say he's top 3, again, I'll say yes, he's overrated. 4, 5, 6, okay, but right now he's not playing like a top 5 quarterback right now this season. CJ Stroud is playing a lot better than he is right now. And he's a rookie. He's only thrown for 15 touchdowns and only 2 interceptions. He's number 2 in the league in passing yards. Right behind Sam Howell, who's also only in his second year in the league. So right now you got two guys that are unexperienced playing a lot better than you are right now, Josh Allen. And your team is 5-5. We expected your team to at least be 6-3, 7-2 at this point in the NFL season. You still have Stephon Diggs over there. You got a running back in James Cook who's averaging about 4 or 5 yards a carry every time he touches the ball. You got Gabe Davis there. You got Dalton Kincaid. Von Miller is healthy. He's in there playing right now. I understand you do have some injuries on the defense, but I don't believe the defense was an issue yesterday. The issue was you giving the ball to the other team, and that seems to be a highlighting occasion towards you. You threw 2 last night, which was great, and there were two bad ones. So I would say if you have him top 3, I would say he's overrated right now. Right now, I would more than likely put Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, and Jalen Hurts over him right now. I think those are the 3 that have played the best so far this season to me. And right now, currently, I don't see how you have him above them right now. Joe?
Okay, so I like to. This question is weird because we're in the middle of the season, and I'm not the type of person that's going to change my rankings up in the middle of the season. We have to see how the season plays out. We have to see how the playoffs go. That's what really matters for, right? What they do in the playoffs. Because, you could be an elite quarterback, have an average regular season, but if you turn up in the playoffs, then whatever you did in regular season is forgiven. If you are an elite quarterback. If you're not an elite quarterback like a Jimmy Garoppolo or Brock, dang, 249 guys.
It's not a shot.
Joe Flacco, right? Joe Flacco was never elite in the regular season, but he turned up in the playoffs. Nobody considers him an elite player. So
Eli Manning.
Eli Manning. I mean, golly. He's like when you see from Josh Allen on the downside, that was Eli Manning. I was playing Eli. But is he overrated? Like I agree with you. Depends on when you put him. All right. Now you come into the season having him top 3. That's overrated because I don't think he was over top 3 coming into the season on how he ended the playoffs. What's not working for Josh Allen right now is how he ended the playoffs and how this year is going so far. Now, like you said, the defense is injured. Ever since Mulatto and Tre'Davious Ward have been hurt, they really haven't been committing no turnovers, forcing any turnovers. But in the same breath, they are giving the ball up, And yesterday, it wasn't just Josh Allen. I mean, I was surprised. Cook fumbled. That was his second fumble since his first carry. I mean, that's crazy, But Trayvon Diggs, he came out and he tweeted. And it's basically said, I'm paraphrasing, he basically said that we all know he wasn't nothing without Diggs. He wasn't nothing till my bro got there. I mean, I can say that about almost everybody in the league besides Lamar Jackson. I mean, Patrick Mahomes walked in with Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce. Who else? Dak Prescott wasn't Dak until they got Amari Cooper. Remember, he was struggling. Amari Cooper. All right. And then that's your quarterback, Trayvon Diggs, by the way. Also, you got guys like who else?
Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy had a game with Deebo Samuel was out, Deebo and Chris and Trent Williams was out, and he lost 3 straight. So
you look at Tua. I mean, Tyreek Hill came there. Look what happened.
Changed life.
Joe Burrow walked. I mean, he got hurt the first year, but when Jamar Chase came into this drive, it blew up. So everybody, has a good. Jalen Hurts. I mean, he got AJ Brown. What happened? So my whole thing is, I'm not gonna put all the blame on Josh Allen. The Bills are weird. The Bills are a type of team, David. They can beat anybody. But guess what, Dave? They can also lose anybody.
Stop the cap.
I mean, Dave, think about this. That game yesterday. I mean, you know how many things had to go the opposite way for them to lose that game? I mean, They had turnovers. They had bad penalties. They had drops. All this stuff, and they squeezed out a loss. So they are a good team to win, but I don't know what's going to show up. But Josh Allen is the reason. If Josh Allen is great, guess what? The Bills are great. If he's bad, the Bills are bad. So I'm going to say he's where he's at in my book. I got to wait until the end of the season to actually re-rank Josh Allen, see how he plays in the playoffs.
Okay, understandable. Just for me, I would say he's still top 6. I wouldn't put him anything lower than that. I think anyone saying that he's not top 10 is crazy, but I would still at least put him top 6.
Top 6. Who you put above him? All right, I know you said Hurts. Who else you say?
Hurts, Lamar, Mahomes, Burrow.
I mean, what's our issues with Josh Allen again? Turnovers, right?
Turnovers. Mm-hmm.
I mean, this dude is my guy, but Lamar is also turning the ball over.
Yeah.
And Lamar is rolling with the number 1, number 2 defense right now.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, his team is winning, so that it does. It does.
I mean,
hold on, wait, hold on. Let me finish. I'm saying he's winning, so it's masking the turnovers that he's had. So,
because he leads the league in interceptions, but he leads the league in touchdowns right now.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Allen leads the league in touchdowns. He leads it. Well, he's 4th in QBR, and he is completion percentage. He's but one thing I could say about Josh Allen, his interceptions are
terrible. It's at the worst moments. It's at the worst moments.
So if like you said, you got him top 3. I don't think he's a top 3 quarterback right now.
Mm-mm.
We gotta see. All right, so let's go to our next topic. All right, sticking with football, let's go to the team that beat them. They've been on the road, man. The Broncos. The Broncos beat Josh Allen. They beat Patrick Mahomes. And this was 11. I mean, they got 70 dropped on them. They're the last 11 stock in the whole league. Sean Payton getting killed, all that stuff. But the defense been stepping up lately, and Russell Wilson's been very efficient. All right. So, but then on the other hand, you got the Raiders. The Raiders, new coaching change. We all heard all the news about their previous coach. I ain't gonna say his name. He ain't worked there, right? All the stuff they went through. I mean, people getting traded away because they white. It's crazy. All right, this is a crazy story going over there, and both teams are kind of on the road right now. They're on the road right now. So, which team is more likely to make the playoffs? Is it the Broncos or the Raiders? And I'm gonna kick this one off, Dave. Now, let me keep it 100 with you. Neither one of them making the playoffs. Let me just start there. Let me just start there. Neither one of them are making the playoffs. All right. But if I had to pick one, I'm going to go with the Raiders. Only because the Raiders, number 1, has a win over them already. They are not over the Broncos, but you know what I'm saying? Over the Broncos. They have a 1-game lead over the Broncos, and they beat the Broncos already. All right, in the first game of the season. That was number 1. Number 2, I think they have a they road is tougher. The Broncos road is kind of easier, but I'm gonna roll with the Raiders. Now, the good thing about the Raiders, what they did differently with Josh McDaniels was not doing is running the football. They're running the ball. All right. The last 2 games, they have Josh Jacobs, who led the lead in rushing last year, just in case Josh McDaniels didn't know that. 2 years ago. He's been averaging 26.5 carries a game, averaging over 100 yards per game, like 107 per game. So he's been doing, even though he fumbled twice against the Jets, lost one, but they switched that up. Against the Giants, they got to the quarterback, they sacked Cuz 8 times, right? They got to Zach Wilson twice on Sunday night. But their schedule was tough, man. The Raiders, they got Miami next, then the Chiefs bye week, Josh Dobbs and the Vikings, the Chargers, the Chiefs, the Colts, and the Broncos. And then the Broncos got Minnesota, Cleveland, Houston, Chargers, Detroit, New England, Chargers, Vegas again. So I would say the Raiders, all because Antonio Pierce, man, got them boys playing, man. They got them dudes playing. I mean, they tried it. The first game he played, he coached, Devontae Adams wasn't really involved, but he was happy. But the second game, they try to give him a ball. He got 13 targets, and he got like 6 catches, 6 receptions. But Josh Jacobs is the key. They are running the ball more, and the defense is playing a lot better. But I mean, the Broncos have beaten the Chiefs and the Bills with 9. So, but I'm gonna still go with the Raiders because of the whole new atmosphere over there.
You know what, Joe? We agree. I think it's the Raiders as well. And mainly it's because of the morale of the team has totally shifted. It is a whole 180. This is not the same Raiders team that was there when Josh McDaniels was there. There are players, coaches, the staff, everyone celebrating. Mark Davis couldn't wait to sign the check to get him up out of the door. He didn't care how much it cost. He was ready to get him gone. So, but Mark Davis, you are the one that hired him. So, you know, just saying. So, you shouldn't have did that. You know, you hired the GM and him. So, it's on you. But, yeah, I like the way that they play as a team now. Like it seems like they're doing whatever they can to win games now. Devontae Adams is happy. He don't care about his stats. He just happy that they're winning. You know, yeah, Max Crosby still out there doing his thing on the defense. Still got somebody need to talk about what he was about to say on one of those videos that he had before. But this ain't that episode. But
No.
but the Raiders definitely look like a team that's between the two. It looks like a team that's definitely on. I mean, they're both of these teams are kind of sort of on the rise. If you see how they played so far this season, I mean, but the Raiders had Jimmy Garoppolo at quarterback, really not doing much. Aiden O'Connell had to come in and step in, and they had 2 wins back to back with Tony Pierce is the interim head coach. So I would say that the Raiders should be in position. I also don't believe either one of them make it. Both of the schedules are tough, so I don't see exactly how it happens. But the Raiders are number 2 in the division right now. So if two teams come out this division right now, it would be the Raiders.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then look.
What's that to say about the Chargers though? With Justin Herbert at quarterback and they're last in the division.
Yeah, man, they're disappointing. They're so disappointing, man. I mean, Justin Herbert. I mean, he got. How long are we gonna say he's talented? How long are we gonna say he got all these yards? How long are we gonna say that? I mean, he don't throw a lot of interceptions. He don't turn the ball over a lot. He has a good stats, but is he getting the job done? I mean, we can't keep blaming the defense, but we do gotta get rid of that coach too. Brandon Staley has to go. If he's not gone after this year, Dave, I don't know what to tell you, bro. I don't know why he's not already gone. I mean, he's 4-5. Why? The Chargers? Tomo was number 1 seed. I mean, at least he say the Bears though. Whew. But but look at these standings though. All right, the AFC standings: Chiefs, Baltimore, Jacksonville, Miami, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Houston, Bengals, Colts, Bills, and then it's the Raiders. None of them making the playoffs.
That's too many. That's too many teams. They gotta leap in order to get to that spot. I mean, there are 7 teams in the AFC to play, and 7 teams on both sides. I don't.
The Raiders are 11, and the Broncos are 14.
That's great. Yeah.
Even though they're on a win streak, Broncos on a 3-game win streak, and they're the 3rd worst team in the AFC. Like, come on, man. All right. Let's get it, man. Hold on, real quick. I want to do. I know you got a little bit of time. Dak playing like a top 3 QB again. See, Tomo, I like
against bad teams. At least he admits it.
I mean, like Dak is doing his job. Let me just say that. All right, but the defense is leading the Cowboys. You know, the Cowboys are a top 5 offense in the league. Top 5, but they're not top 5 in passing or rushing. It's crazy, but they're top 5. But their defense is doing the job. I think the defense making Dak's job easier, but the defense also did that last year, and Dak was screwing it up. So Dak has made major improvements. I will say that, and but I think they got a lot to do with what Tomo said, the conservative play calling.
Mm-hmm.
Conservative play calling. We got to take all that into consideration. But so far, it's getting the job done.
Yeah, I mean, especially against the Giants.
Yeah, they play the Giants every week. They play 85 Bears.
Yeah, facts. They're going undefeated. That might be the 14-0 Dolphins.
Let's get it, man. Yeah, they definitely let you down, Tomo.
Yeah. So now we gotta cross hairs and talk about a different team that's not normally talked about when it comes to basketball, but this team has beaten the Denver Nuggets, Boston Celtics, beat my Miami team by 19 points.
Woo! My bad. Dang.
So, and one of their players was actually in the Olympics this season. Now, a lot of people was talking about how other players was going to improve, like Paolo was going to be better because he played in the Olympics. But a lot of people didn't talk about this guy, and he's leading his team right now, and that's Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards has been balling out this year. Yeah, I feel like he's on a venture to let everybody know who he is. He definitely right now he's playing like he's a top 5 player. I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't have him up there yet, but he has the potential. He's been playing both sides of the floor. Right now he's looking like he'll be an All-Pro this season, All NBA, if he continues to play this way. Minnesota right now are tied with the Denver Nuggets with the percentage of who's going to make the playoffs at 100%. Only 2 teams in the West that have a 100% chance to make it into the NBA playoff this season.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a guarantee? As great as they're playing right now, I'm gonna say it's not a guarantee. As great as they're playing right now, I'm gonna say it's not a guarantee because we got to see how consistent that they're going to be this year. Now, I'll give them this though: they're number 1 in defensive rating all across the board.
Yeah,
field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, turnovers, blocks, whatever it is. This team leads the NBA in defense right now with Cat, Ant, and Rudy Gobert. They're doing everything they can, and then not only with Ant scoring the ball, you got Jaden Daniels who stepped up for the Minnesota Timberwolves as well. I believe if they continue this, it'll be a guarantee. But right now, I'm gonna say no because it's still too soon.
Are they a contender? Nah, I'm gonna say no. All right. I like what they're doing though. They made a lot of changes from year to year. Like you said, Anthony Edwards. Remember last year, I kept saying that I wish Anthony Edwards can be more of a playmaker, be the playmaker of their team. Last year, he was 4th in assists on his own team. This year, he's 1st. And this is 4th in assists with Cat being injured for majority of the season. Like you would think that he would step up and like do a lot, but last year, no. He averaged like 22, 24 last year. This year, he averaged like 28 a game, right? But he averaging the most assists on his team, which is huge. And then they got Mike Conley at the point guard position. He can shoot the 3. He can play defense, and he's a veteran. You know, you got Karl Anthony Towns, who I like the fact that they know who team it is now. Cat is not taking majority of the shots. Like Anthony Edwards is taking 21 shots a game. Karl Anthony Towns taking 16 a game. That's how it should be. We need Ant to take more shots. All right. And don't forget, James always says this. Jokic, the Nuggets. Okay, who said it? It was Jamal Murray. The Nuggets said that their toughest matchup last year in the playoffs was Minnesota. That was their toughest matchup, right? And don't forget, Naz Reid got hurt in the beginning of the year. He didn't play in that playoff series. And McDaniels pulled a Amari Stoudemire and punched the wall. And he couldn't play no more. So 2 big pieces didn't play that series. You know, McDaniels, hey, Jamal Murray is yours. Go sick him. All right? He wasn't there. Naz Reid, who can play defense and he can stretch the flow out, which is huge for Cat and Anthony Edwards with Rudy Gobert being in the game. They can play all 3 of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Naz Reid right now is shooting. Naz Reid is taking 4.5 threes a game, shooting 42%. McDaniels shooting 43% from 3.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Mike Conley shooting 42%. Now, do I think it's going to keep up the rest of the year? I don't. I can see Naz Reid shooting 40%, not McDaniels, though. I'm sorry. I don't see McDaniels shooting 40% the rest of the year. You know, but I like what I'm seeing, though. I like what I'm seeing in Minnesota. Like, defensively, they're good. Rudy Gobert is a big reason why they defensively they are good. But obviously, McDaniels and Anthony Edwards being on the front line, they're 2 great defenders. Like I said, Mike Conley is a good defender, too. And you have, when they try to switch on Rudy Gobert, he's doing a great job of taking up a lot of space between the guy who's setting the pick and the guy who's with the ball for the guard to recover. So he's doing a good job right now. My only concern with the Timberwolves is this: when they get to the playoffs, when the game slows down, they're going to get Rudy Gobert on the island. They're going to. I don't care what you got to say. Everybody in the West has a guard or a ball handler that can kill Rudy Gobert for real. Everybody for real got something like that. So
yeah, you got D Fox, you got Steph, you got You got ballers in the West that's gonna do whatever they
Mhm.
can. You got
The
uh
Suns got 3 guys.
you could say D'Angelo Russell. You could there's other
Even
guys in the West.
LeBron take Rudy Gobert. Even LeBron.
Exactly. You got
Anyway.
Bradley Beal, you got Devin Booker, you got there are guys in the West you got to worry about. So
Mhm. Yeah, that's one thing. I can see them being a second round team though, but like, or they could be a Western Conference team depending on the matchup. But
yeah,
I don't see them being. I don't know, man. Because people say because you're a Western Conference Finals team, you're a contender. I didn't think Portland was a contender when they lost to Golden State. You know, so like, I think that they're gonna eventually lose. I don't. Contender is somebody that I could see winning. I don't see them being Denver in a 7-game series. And my concern is not Anthony Edwards. My concern is people like Cat, and is he gonna be consistent? Now, can they possibly? But if I
they
had
have
to put money on it, I wouldn't do it.
yeah, they definitely have the potential, and I definitely believe that Anthony Edwards should definitely be in the MVP conversation right now, just because it's early. But the early MVP conversation, they're gonna talk about Jokic, they're gonna talk about Luka, Jason Tatum, Joel Embiid. Anthony Edwards should be mentioned because
Yeah.
he's led his team to be some of the best teams in the league right now. They beat the Celtics, like I said, they beat the Nuggets, so they're on a tear right now, and Anthony Edwards is leading the way.
Now it's still early too. It's still early, but we seeing some good things. I hope it'd be good if they can sustain it. But like Jamo said, like we mentioned, Nas Reed, he's a big factor. They could have a big line with Rudy Gobert, Cat, and Nas Reed. And Nas, like I said, he's shooting 43% from 3. So, but Anthony Edwards got to keep this aggression on. Cause last year he disappointed me. Cat got hurt. I thought he was going to turn it up. He did not. He turned up in moments, but I like this year having that Olympic experience, being the man. It helped his mindset. I mean, this is in front of the world, the world champs. The champs are what? I mean, he actually did it for the world.
Right.
All right. So that was a big thing. That's why I love people go play for USA last young. It kind of opens your eyes up and all that good stuff. So let's see what happens. See if they can sustain this.
I see. Minnesota, you got a segment on TWolves. I don't know how many segments you got anywhere else, but you got one here.
Yeah, let's see. All right, Anthony Edwards. All right, so it's 7:30. We got to our last topic. So look, Golden State Warriors, man. The Golden State Warriors started off hot, Dave. I mean, I think they won like 3 road games in a row. Let me see. They won. Yeah, they beat Phoenix, they beat Sac, Houston, New Orleans. They won their first 4 road games. Did they even win 4 last year? They won like 12 road games all year last year.
Yeah.
And they won 4, their first 4. So everybody like, oh, that's a good sign. The Warriors on their way. And then next thing you know, they dropped 3 in a row. All right. They dropped 4 the last 3. They lost to Cleveland, beat Detroit, but who's not beating Detroit? They lost to the Nuggets. Okay, I understand that. But lost to the Cavs and lost to Minnesota. So the question is, with this current roster they have right now, because Steph is doing his thing, can they make the play? Well, can they win a championship with the current roster they have right now? And my answer is no. I think I already said this. No, they can't make the playoffs with this current roster. They're going to have to make a move. First of all, I don't even know this, Dave. Steph Curry is scoring 27% of his team points. That's the most in the NBA.
That's
by the
ridiculous.
Way. That's the most.
That's almost 30% of the team points is going straight through you. That's crazy.
I mean, every 4 baskets every 4 points they get, Steph is getting at least 1 point something. So, and he's a point guard. Here's the thing, everybody that's listening: point guards can't lead the team to the championship unless you're somebody special with pieces around you. The only 2 small guards that were the best players on their team, like point guards, that won a championship, 3 of them, it was Jerry West, but he had Wilt Chamberlain and other guys, right? He had people around him. Magic Johnson, he had people around him. Magic Johnson is 6'9", so he don't count. Come on, little guards. Isaiah Thomas, right, with stuff around him, great defense, and Steph Curry. That's why it's hard for guys like Chris Paul to win a championship. They're guards. Like, guards normally can't take over a whole playoff run because they're too small. They need help. Steph Curry is. James, that's my point right here. That's what I said in my notes, right? Klay Thompson, he got a contract due. He ain't even scored 20 points yet. Andrew Wiggins and Chris Paul are both combined shooting a 15% from three. You know that, David? 15% from three. They both shooting 15% from three. That's terrible. So Steph Curry is balling. Steph Curry is balling, shooting 12 threes a game, averaging 30 points a game, shooting 48% from the field. I mean, he killing. If they like, he's an MVP candidate. He probably the MVP. Like, if they ain't had that 3-game losing streak, he's a front run MVP this early. He's killing. Probably Jokic. I'm probably saying that, right? But they cannot win like this. They need to make a move. First of all, they're too small. With Draymond being the center and Sarek being the scorer. Now, really, right? And they're too small at the guard position. I mean, they got Klay Thompson playing the floor at times. Now, I do think that Wiggins will pick it up. Wiggins averaging like 10 points a game. When come playoff time, Wiggins will play better. But Klay Thompson, he's gonna get on his streak. But can I count on Klay? Look at him last year in the playoffs. You know, so I'm saying they're gonna have to make a move. They're gonna make another move to get to the finals.
Yeah, they definitely got to make a move. I don't see how this team currently constructed is able to make it to the Western Conference Finals. Maybe not even. It's maybe crazy to say, but may not even the first round if it's all on Steph, depending on who they play.
Yeah,
like if they're fourth or fifth, and let's say they match up against the Kings again. I don't see how it happens. Steph is going to have to go crazy every single game. Now we know what he did in Game 7 last year. He put up 50. I get it, but is that going to be? Are they going to be able to sustain that all season long?
Fox finger ain't broke this time.
And Fox has been balling. Is he going to be able to do that against the Nuggets? If the Nuggets happen to fall the fourth, if it's the TWolves, is he going to be able to do that? I don't know. I don't see how this team currently constructed to do it. Wiggins is going to have to step up. He's going to have to score at least 20, average 20 to be able to help stuff out. Because Klay is those days for Klay are pretty much over. I believe that's done for him. I don't think he's going to be able to average 20 points again. Maybe for a stretch, but for a season, I don't see that happening. Draymond has never been a scorer. Chris Paul is not. He's not. That's not who he is anymore. Kevon Looney, we know he's not a scorer. He's just a rebounder for real. He's just a rebounder defender. So we know that's not going to happen with him. Kuminga is not. He's not going to be able to do that. They don't have Jordan Poole anymore, so that's not going to happen. GB2 is not going to be able to average 15 to 20 points a game. So I don't see it. They don't have the scoring ability, like Joe said. They're too small. The guards, they're too small, and the lineup, like you said, is crazy. Draymond at the 5, with Sarge at the 4, Klay at the 3, Steph at the 2, and CP3 at the 1.
Well, they actually it's rare that Sarge and Draymond play together, which is weird. You know, they play small.
My thing is, why is Kevon Looney not the one that you put in that lineup, man?
He does start, you know.
But I'm saying, in big lineups, that's what Kevon Looney should be out there.
He just that Sarge will get ate up defensively.
Yeah,
he's playing with Kevon Looney. You know,
they need to go do something, man. They need to go get another center or another 4 that can stretch the floor. Somebody else that can help Steph score. Steph's going to have to average 40 this season for it if they want to do something. Because I don't think 30 is even going to be enough. It's just going to be too much. Then what if Steph gets hurt? Then what's going to happen? Yeah. Team might be in the lottery again, just like he was during COVID. Like, y'all got to do something, man.
See, like they are playing good. It's not like they're not playing bad. It's just that we obviously looking at the big picture, right? So, because right now they are 10th in offensive rating, 11th in defensive rating. You know, so you know they'll be better defensively, I believe. But you look at the games they played so far, right? Against Phoenix, they lost. Curry had 27. Against Sac, they won. He had 41. Curry had 24 against Houston. If they listen, they gonna play Houston again. Houston giving them problems. I know right now. Houston is, man, they defense, dog.
Ime
From like
Udoka got them boys turned up on defense, man.
for real, the first like 3-4 games, they was looking a little lost.
It
Like,
was a little iffy. They had to get their feet. They had to, had to get their feet wet, pretty much.
yeah, but now them dudes play hard, man. Them dudes play hard defensively, man. He got them boys playing. And but Steph 38, 30, 23, 34, 28, 30. Like they beat the Sacramento Kings without Fox, 102, 1-on-1. Took a game-winning shot from Clay, and Curry had a team high 21. Like they just not scoring enough. You know, I mean, not saying they're not scoring enough, but they need he does need a sidekick. And I thought what I saw last year in the playoffs, I can't expect Clay like against LA. You know, they needed Clay to have one like a moment.
At
and he
least
could not.
2 games.
Yeah,
He could have
he
at least
couldn't
pulled
do that.
2 games of at least 20, and then like, all right, we can do something now. But he couldn't even do that.
So let me ask you a question. Now, which one are you less concerned about? Chris Paul and Andrew Wiggins shooting woes, or Klay Thompson not having a 20-point game?
I'll say Chris Paul and Wiggins shooting woes. That's what
No.
I'll be more concerned with that. I'm like I said, I'm not expecting much from Clay. I don't expect him. His injury was an issue, and yeah, he had flashes the last 2 seasons. Helped them win the championship 2 years ago. Of course, he had his moments in the playoffs, but who was the guy that helped Steph win the finals? It was Wiggins. So I feel like if he's not able to really to put it up, because like I said, Jordan Poole's gone. He's back. He's in Washington. You traded him away to get Chris Paul.
I think that was a good one. Oh my God.
But I mean, is Chris Paul going to pick up the points that Poole was putting up? I don't think so.
We talking from 2 years ago. That's what you talking about.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Wiggins is going to have to step up. He's going to have to do something, man. I would be more concerned with Chris Paul and Wiggins than I would with Clay, because me personally, I'm not expecting a lot from Clay. I expect more from Wiggins. He's the younger guy. He's the better defender right now at this point in his career. He can do more with the ball in his hand than Clay. So I would say I'm more concerned about that.
Yeah, and Jordan Poole, I don't think the Warriors miss him at all.
Nah, I don't think so. I'm not saying that they miss him.
I know
from what he did 2 years ago.
He was good 2 years ago. He did good 2 years ago, and last year he was terrible in the playoffs. Though he was terrible. Now everybody got to say he's hurt. Yeah, okay, but he just didn't look the same after that Draymond incident. He just didn't, man. We all saw that a mile away. But Chris Paul offensively has helped this team though. When Steph Curry is now on the floor, he's able to still control the offense without Steph being there. That's something they never really had. Jordan Poole to an extent, Sean Livingston to an extent.
I was about to say Sean Livingston and Andre Iguodala were kind of like the guys that would help out.
To like run the offense, like run run their jumper handoff offense. They good at that, but Chris Paul controls he manipulates defenses. That's what I'm looking for. Steph Curry manipulates defenses, right? They haven't really had a guard that can do that like Chris Paul can, not scoring wise, but assist wise, like getting other and scoring wise. Chris Paul, manipulates you to get his buckets too, but he can control the pace, control the offense, and playing with Steph Curry with Chris Paul is also good offensively. It's just defensively. He's just too small. He's a mismatch to a lot of these guards. So, but they're gonna have to make another move.
Yeah, that's
right.
Definitely gotta make another move because this like J-Mo said, this Warriors team is not it. It's not it. Not right now. Not currently constructed. Go make a move. Go do something. But don't expect to compete for a championship this season unless injuries happen. So unless something like that happens or something crazy happens, I just don't see it happening.
Man, like I said, they beat Sacramento without Fox by 1. Took a game-winning shot. They beat OKC without SGA by another game-winning shot. You know what I mean? So by Steph, that layup, which I thought Draymond hit the ball. I thought it was always.
I did too.
But but it's an NBA. So they got a tough road. They got Minnesota, OKC in the back-to-back. the Rockets. Like I said, they've been playing better. The Suns, Wemby in the Spurs, Sacramento, and the Clippers on the back-to-back. But the Clippers.
Yeah, that's another story for another day. 0-5 since they got James Harden.
Lost to Memphis. Oh my gosh.
My
You lose to
goodness.
Memphis. I mean, somebody paid $4 to see you lose. Come on, man. Somebody paid $100 to sit on the floor to watch you lose that game. I'm going like when I played high school, the tickets were at least $5. You had to pay $5 to get in. You told me the Memphis Grizzlies tickets is less than the high school game?
That's crazy. And inflation's supposed to make prices go up. The prices went down for them.
Exactly. Come on, man. So what hell?
Oh man. Sorry, Memphis. Ja be back soon. He'll be back soon. After
Crazy,
25
right?
games.
And Wizards both took L's in that trade. Yeah. Yeah, they said they both took L's in that trade. The Warriors and Wizards.
I mean,
What Tomo, man?
you can kind of sort of say that because I mean, the Wizards are losing game historically, and up by 20 and lost two straight games when they had over 80% chance to win the games and they losing. It just don't look good.
The
And
Wizards gonna be
then-
straight though. They you know they just trying. They got all them draft picks they traded for. Then they better get another high draft pick.
That's
They're
true.
gonna be still gonna have anybody in the trade assets. Gracie's gonna be Gracie's gonna be back. Gracie's gonna be back.
20 wake
Yeah.
That might be
gonna-
true. That might be
When Ja,
true.
when Ja come back, they're already gonna be eliminated from the playoffs.
You see, you know that post where they say playoff eliminated for playoff contention. That's what it's gonna be.
Dang, that's crazy. But wait, it's ended. You go ahead and end it. Go and do your thing.
All right, man. So yeah, thank y'all for tuning in today. Today was a great show. Make sure you tune in. You let other people know that you know what we talked about today. Like I said, Minnesota Timberwolves fans. I don't know how many times that in most mainstream media shows that you're talked about, but we talked about this before the show. Said we got to talk about them because you know they're doing something that nobody expected them to do this early in the season or even at all. So we had to talk about them. Josh Allen played last night, and there's been talk about him being one of the best quarterbacks in the league, and I still say I still say he's top 5, top 6. But what's up, Neff? What's up, Neff? But yeah, it's a lot of things that we went over some great topics today. Tune in to Dave's Doghouse tomorrow.
Okay, can't wait for that.
Yeah, tune in to Dave's Doghouse tomorrow. It's gonna be entertaining, but not too many dogs this week. But I got a couple up in there, and I got somebody coming out the doghouse. So make sure you tune into
that.
Okay. Make sure you tune into that. Joe Jordan show. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be back up this week. So make sure you tune into that. BWT, CTC. There's a game, like I said earlier, there's a game going on right now between Duke and MSU. Make sure you tune into that. And that's it. As I said before the show. Matter of fact, I'm gonna check now to see the number. See if we maybe we gained a subscriber while we were doing the show.
I'm looking 992 still.
Okay.
992.
So 8 away. 8 away. If you are not a subscriber right now, and you've been watching us since we started, or you just started watching us, subscribe right now. Don't wait till tomorrow. Don't wait till 12 a.m. tomorrow, because then that matter of fact, you got until 7 p.m. on Thursday to subscribe. 7 p.m. Even during the show, if you do it during the show, we're still gonna announce it. So you got
breaking news.
7 p.m. Thursday, because it's the 1 year anniversary of the trio, me, Joe, and Tomo, November 16th. So it's gonna be 9. This man is having fun on vacation, man. Tomo said, "I like 992s, but 1000 sound better." Yeah, facts. Only DMV guys know about those shoes.
992 yeah. I think everybody want a pair of those.
Facts. Hey, I might need to go get me another pair. I ain't even gonna lie. But yeah, I'm excited about today's show. You know, Joe just came back, so definitely excited about that. Boxing episode just premiered on Sunday in the red corner.
the
Make sure
red
you tune
corner.
into that. It was a fire episode. I
Mhm.
know because I was doing producing this, so I had a lot of fun doing that. But yeah, make sure you tune into that, man. And you know, let's get these last words in, Joe. Go ahead, do your thing.
Swiper. Man, Dave, I called it before the season started. There's a big echo in this mask. Look, I'm in an empty room. I said before the season started, the Kings are going to average, they're going to break the record, all right? 126 points a game. When Fox is out the lineup, the Kings average 102 points a game. When Fox is in the lineup, 128. All right, so we on track. And Fox came back, messed up angle, off the tip, layup over 3 people. 28 points, would have had more, but we blew them boys out. Donovan Mitchell, I'm sorry I put Keegan Murray on you. Seatbelt. Seatbelt.
But yeah, I'm proud of my guys. Shout out to Sacramento. But shout out to all the shows, like they said, in the red corner was lit. Shout out to Fast Camp Tony, Ty, my man TYP, right? And Ricky killed it on Sunday. Dave was on the ones and twos, producing in the background. Shout out to Tomo, man. Tomo's not here with us right now. I mean, he's here with us, like he's living. All right, we like y'all. All right, Tomo's not on live with us. He's on vacation, well deserved. I don't know if you guys noticed, Tomo's been the most consistent one. Like, you know, y'all know me. I've been out a lot. I don't know what's going on in my life right now, but I've been out a lot. Dave here and there, but Tomo's been super consistent. So I'm gonna get Tomo a shout out, right? So for not being here because he needed that vacation. All right. Shout out to BWT. Shout out to RBO. I see Vaughn. I ain't put the numbers yet, but RBO in November is leading R2L in views outside the R2L show, by the way. He's leading the views. I'm posting tonight. So shout out to my bro RBO, new show also. Shout out to BWT. Shout out to FFC with Coach Coons. Shout out to CTC with Carl. You know, that's an episode dropping every day. You might see one tonight. All right.
Facts.
All right. Shout out to Dave Doghouse. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. Hey, the network is going. I'm excited. We got 992 subscribers. Like they said, the goal is to hit it before we go live on Thursday, 7 p.m. Once again, shout out to my son Harlan. He's turning 4 tomorrow. Y'all can do tomorrow for my son's birthday. That'd be good too. You know, that'd be all right. I like that.
Yep. A birthday gift for Harlan. Make sure you say happy birthday to Harlan.
I like that too. So, but the network is going. Shout out to Sam Howell. Hey, I'm watching you. Joe Jordan shows episode come out tomorrow for the Commanders and the Sacramento Kings. All right, so we're gonna look out for that. That's all I got for y'all. Hashtag Swipe MVP season.
For me, I got to give some praise to my team. San Fran, you went and did something that I needed you to do. You went down to Jacksonville, in Florida, to where a team was on a 5-game winning streak.
The Prince,
and you ended it in blowout fashion.
Woo!
Made Trevor Lawrence look like he was not a top 10 quarterback.
Oh my gosh!
So I need to see that. I'm not saying that he is. I'm just saying. So I need to see that again. You got Baker Mayfield this Sunday. He's not Trevor Lawrence. So go do what you need to do. Chase Young, Nick Bosa, both of you went to Ohio State, right? You remember what he did in Oklahoma when he planted the flag in your O in the middle of the field? I need y'all to think about that this Sunday. Go wreak havoc. Go have another 5-sack game. Make him look mediocre. Make him look like he's in Cleveland again.
Dang.
I need y'all to go dominate. That dominant performance I saw Sunday, I need to see that consistently. Because we got Philly in a couple weeks. Now we got games in between that, but those are games that need to be won. So let's go do some things. Let's go win some more games, and let's dominate defensively. Shout out to CMC, BA, Debo, you know, all the guys. Brock Purdy still lead the league in passer rating right now.
Ooh.
So do your thing. Let's go, San Fran. I'm proud of you, but we know what we need to take care of. And we know what the goal is. So let's go do that.
What's up with your team trading with me and Tomo people? Like, what's up, bro? Like you sent Trey Lance to Dallas and you took Chase Young from us. Like, what's going on, man? Like, it felt uncomfortable just now. You talking about Chase Young right in my face, you know? It made me feel uncomfortable. You talking about Chase Young right in my face, you know? I'm like, dang, must be nice, man. Getting them sacked. Pause.
Hey,
All right.
well, all I knew is that the two guys that you traded to us helped us out tremendously, both Trent Williams and Chase Young. So thank you.
I saw Chase Young doing the gritty coming out. I was like, oh, this dude having fun too. I was like,
you know how we do it, man. But yeah, let's go. Shout out to everybody that watched the show today. Until next time, peace.
thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.